right there. They ain't cut from the...
It's week 5 of the National Football League. And coming up next is the Commanders' rangy quarterback, who's stating his place among the league's best with 6 picks this season. It's the Commanders and the Saints on Sunday night primetime.
We are down on the bayou as you get a look inside the Caesars Superdome here in New Orleans. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the New Orleans Saints. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our 2 quarterbacks, certainly 2 of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. This taken in right around the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
And for how good he is throwing the ball, it's his running that makes him so dangerous. He had a couple of touchdowns on the ground in last week's game, so we'll see what they dial up for him for this one.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. The numbers for him from a week ago: 14 carries, 79 yards.
Sitting 10th in the league in rushing isn't bad, but it's also not as high as where he knows he should be with how talented he is. There's definitely another gear there, and hopefully their game plan gives him an opportunity to hit it and put together one of his best performances of the season.
And this will wind up a Saints first down as he gets this up past the 30.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. So out comes the Washington offense as they get their first shot. And they will be led out by their signal caller in his 2nd year in the NFL now.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stand an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. This defense for the Saints, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance, because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This is an offense that's near the bottom of the league in rushing, so defensively coming in, you've got to know you're going to see the ball in the air a lot. And that time, it's a completion and a first down on this opening drive.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. But look there at his numbers on the ground a week ago. Pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
And he's taken down here by the Saints. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
We need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This is intercepted. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their 2nd drive. The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Now left side on the swing pass. Call it a gain of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
You talk about this Washington defense.
They were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
And it was the pass rush that really keyed their victory. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the 1st. They'll set up to throw. And that will be incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Here comes the Saints punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
The Commanders going to retake the field for drive number 2. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw. It's complete to Snead. His first catch, good for 9 and a 1st down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. They'll look to throw again.
And that nearly intercepted. Well, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down. Washington going to send out their punter
as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And that one hits at the 7 but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
New Orleans offense back out and ready to go. And, partner, I know so far, and we're still in the first half, but you love this game as a defensive guy. 0-0. We'll see if the offense can get going on this drive.
But you know how they talk about music to your ears? How about what it does for your eyes when you watch something like this, right? When these teams are locked in and going at it, no points going up on the scoreboard. I'm loving it. You're exactly right.
Well, switch over, though, to an offensive mindset for a moment. What do they need to do here to get on track and get some points?
Well, I think a couple of ways. Number one, you pull out something that maybe they haven't seen before. Coaches always talk about unscouted looks. Maybe you give them something that they haven't seen on tape, and now you shock them that way. The second, run your basic playbook, but run it so well that you give your skill position guys a chance to make big plays individually.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
It's the first time that they've looked his way tonight, and he comes up with a first down on the play. They'll set up a throw. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. And they'll send the slot in motion left. From the gun, they'll try to run it. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. When you look at this defense, this unit third best in the NFL in stopping the run.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. Now we get another look at Washington on offense. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Second and 4. Throwing middle, and it's complete. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
A couple of first downs have them to the 40 now on 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. He'll drop to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. We're scoreless after 1. Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he fires one incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
I would
would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series, before you get out there, hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 35. A third down conversion with a strong gain of 14.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
Powering forward, and he is out of bounds inside the 30. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that's going to bring up second down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And that'll bring up fourth down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle.
And it's 3-0 Washington. So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. They haven't been able to get him on track. They haven't been able to get this offense on track. No points so far.
Maybe it's time to start doing a few different things. Throwing the ball a little bit, maybe featuring other people touching it for a while, and then you get a chance to come back to it when things have changed a little bit. They have to make an adjustment.
Still time for him here as we sit in the second quarter. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. He'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there are more people there to get him down.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's low. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 39 yards there, a big one.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they have been seeking.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. They're going to look to throw.
And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Back to throw here. And he comes back with one complete. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Back to throw again.
That is caught. And the Saints are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
For many people, that's not your standard play call in that 3rd down situation. But for so many offenses, they just want the ball in the hands of their playmakers in open space. And after he caught it, he did a nice job picking up the 1st down.
Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle.
And he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
This defensive unit ranks 3rd in the NFL against the run. If they keep making plays like that, they might move up in the rankings, but you got to like what they're doing. Plugging up the middle, able to run to the perimeter. People just can't do much against that.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've only converted once in 4 tries. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. The decision to scramble almost got him the first, just short 9 yards, and it brings up 4th and inches.
That's a good effort there, trying to do it on his own, but as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you, and if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And the Commander defense able to hold. A chance to get some momentum here in the second quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure, you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in, but I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. It's only the second quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I don't want them to feel like they've let everyone down.
Positive.
Got to be positive in this situation. It's too early to think that you don't have a chance to win this game.
And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. First down. They'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll make it second down. Looking to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Here's 3rd and 9. He'll look to throw.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Well, if nothing else, they were able to pick up 1 first down on this drive and get it away from their own goal line, but not much happening after that, and it leads to a punting situation.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again. Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play, but no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. The Washington offense set to take over. The crowd maybe losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They'll look to throw here. Quick hitter here. It's complete. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. He's just been looking for some space. I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about it.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Now back to throw.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well-timed there, and now 4th down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
Washington going to go on offense now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose.
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts
as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. 2nd and 6. Caught by Snead over the middle. That one a first down pickup of 8. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. His throw incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll set up to throw. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
So educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Not wanting to take a chance this time. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. Nifty running there, but it'll come on what should be the final play of half number 1. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brent.
Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaughan.
And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Snead's got it. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. Pushes past him. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down.
Holding offense.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. They'll drop to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 23 yards, the final tally. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
2nd and 9 now. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. They'll set up a throw. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
And this defense definitely in his head there on 3rd down, and he's pretty fortunate. They didn't call for grounding on this one. That was a good 10 feet over everyone's head.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. Back to throw now on 1st down. Olave holds it in. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now a 2nd and 2. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is going to have a Saints first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
And he couldn't get that one to his man. Short of him, it's low and incomplete.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 45-yard line.
It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
They'll look to throw again. That pass caught. It's Williams. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. That one goes for 30 yards.
You just had the feeling that sooner or later someone was going to come up with that one play. Neither team has really done a whole lot offensively, but here's one that pays off to the tune of big yardage, and it's one that could maybe get this group in gear.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
No surprise there. Chase Young wrecks that play with a sack.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. And his kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point in the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. So out comes Washington's offense to take over. Now, this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
A 5-yard pass on the heels of a 5-yard run. Good enough for the first.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. They're going to look to throw.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Brian Branch with it.
And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. He finds his man, complete. It's low. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
So from the 37, here's 2nd down at a yard.
Back to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's low. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25.
Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. He'll drop to throw. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
3rd quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. He'll look to throw. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
And that could be one of those turning point plays in a ball game. A field goal gets you the lead here, but they want to make a statement and get 6 points. And they're certainly going to get that opportunity as they get the conversion and set up first and goal.
Back to throw here. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
On second down, they'll run it here. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
The Commanders' defense looking for a stop here. It's third and goal.
They're going to run this with a tight end. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A great play there. His first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Saints have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the third quarter. Now the try here for the extra point. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
And that flag accepted.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here live in New Orleans.
It's Washington with the football, but trailing here as we begin quarter number 4.
Here's 2nd and 8. And he will find his man on the outside. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
They give him 16 yards. Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. Winds up a very good call there defensively to challenge that one, as that now will wind up an incomplete pass.
Down the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
So a change of possession here on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
He'll look to throw. It's complete to Williams. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
Yeah, he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32. Well, now hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. 3rd and 4.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Now the Washington offense heading out. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that'll be incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted.
And the Saints are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense.
Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Now back to throw. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Watts. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
Here's 3rd and 3.
Now a handoff running through the middle.
And he is going to have a Saints 1st down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows 1st down.
They'll set up to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's low. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 42-yard line.
2nd and 11. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's low. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's 3rd and 4 now.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
They'll look to throw here.
The pass caught by Olave. And he is going to have a Saints 1st down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
He'll buy some time right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
A loss of 3 on the sack made by multiple defenders.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long. They'll look to throw. And that's incomplete. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to make it a 2-score game. And his kick is good. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. So that CD, an important one here in the fourth quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a two-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a two-score game, and they were able to get it done.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
The offense on third down tonight, just a 20% success rate at 2 of 10. This is 3rd and 10. Flush to his right. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
That looked great when he first took off because in my mind, there was room to run and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his 4th down call.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Washington 1st down. They didn't get a lot, but they do convert on 4th. They'll drop to throw. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 23 yards on the play. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 right at the 40. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Back to throw again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 27-yard line. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Here we go on 2nd and 12. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. And quickly, they get to the line. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Being chased out left. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. They'll set up a throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
What a job by this defense all game long. They've come together and really said, no one's crossing our goal line, and they're definitely not going to start right now.
You can just see the dejection. Feel like nothing. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Commanders. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Commanders have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Well, time to let those folks know who are tuning in looking for the late local news. And we may be a moment because we've got a game again.
And partner, except for those on the West Coast where it'll be seen in its regular time, right? That's the way it works, doesn't it? But how about that? Big-time drive right there. If they're going to have any chance, they needed a touchdown there, and they went right down the field and worked their way into the end zone.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And they can't bring him down. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the 4th quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? or you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at the earliest opportunity, or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
I know when you're looking at the scoreboard clock, we're getting near the end of this game, but they were in what was really called 4-minute offense, and that's practice, meaning taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. But bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it. A costly turnover.
Now Washington down by a field goal. Just under 2 minutes to go. The late fumble gives him unexpected new life as they come up first down. Back to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. I tell you, it has not been his best day throwing the football. He really needs to piece something together here.
All will be forgiven if he leads them into the end zone.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. Here now, second and goal. He's back to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. This entire defensive unit, Charles, they've really put in a good shift tonight, so to speak.
I like how you phrased that. This has been a good shift. They punched the clock the entire evening. Ought to have shirts that have their names on them in the front. You know, these are blue-collar workers. They're getting it done.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to tie things up in the final minute. And this one is right through. And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. So a big kick to get this back to even. Yet now the worry is, did you leave too much time on the clock? Because another field goal the other way, that does you in.
You're exactly right. You didn't get it to overtime yet. So now as a defense, you've got to think to yourself, you can't play prevent defense, just give up big chunks of yardage in front of you. But you also can't let anyone behind you. So you sit right on the line between the two, play the best defense you can, and not make it easy for them to move the ball downfield.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
Holding offense.
They'll come up now. This is second and long. Following the penalty, they'll go back to the run game. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Well, if you've been waiting all day for this Sunday nighter's been worth the wait. It's third down here. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the safe calls to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up the chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play downfield and still leave yourself enough time to get your field goal unit out there and kick for the win.
Back to throw now on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And that won't help much. Only a yard on first down.
And we have free football overtime. Here we go, my friend.
And the way this game played out, this is exactly how it should end, going to overtime, because neither one got an advantage today.
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If